After 3 weeks at sea, the Canadians arrived in Hong Kong on November 16, 1941.
And when we got to Hong Kong, we were very, very impressed by this major Asiatic city, so sophisticated and so big and so full of Chinese businessmen.
The men really had a great old time because, for a few cents, they could go and drink beer in the local pubs. They got cheap tattoos. I know that was a big thing with my dad. They had the ugliest tattoos.
We got to Hong Kong, of course, and the Japanese hadn't declared war, so it was a wide open city, and it was all sorts of entertainment and pleasurable events that you can think of. And for 3 weeks we were living pretty well. But then disaster struck.
The day after Pearl Harbor, the Japanese forces came across and started the battle. They were the first Canadians in the Second World War to see a battle.
Every hour brought more Japanese troops onto the island.
They were immediately overrun. It was a question of 50,000 soldiers crossing the borders and coming down into the Hong Kong territories and quickly converging on Kowloon, which was the mainland area of Hong Kong. And they retreated onto the island of Hong Kong.
They fought in the mountainous areas. When I went there in 2005, I could not realize the harsh terrain that they had to endure while they were fighting. Because Hong Kong, I don't know if you've ever been there, is basically all mountains.
On Christmas Day, 1941, D Company of the Royal Rifles was ordered to attack Stanley Village. We were sent in broad daylight at 1 o'clock in the afternoon without artillery support. It was seen as clearly a suicide mission. However, we attacked the village, drove the Japanese from their positions, and occupied the territory we were assigned to take. The casualties were extensive.
We were ordered to clear out what we were told at the time, 15 Japs in Stanley Village. But when we got there was a lot more of them. 140 of us went down over the hills to the battle site, and 45 of us came back. So quite a few of our fellows killed and wounded. It was a disaster.
The governor surrendered the island at 2 o'clock. And it was at least between 6 and 8 o'clock at night, we were still fighting in the graveyard and doing a hell of a good job.
Finally, when we ran out of ammunition and water, while successfully defending our target, we were ordered to retreat.
So what I want to say to you, and I tell everybody from the day I come back, I never surrendered. The governor of the island surrendered the island, and I was ordered by my officer to lay down my arms. I never put up my hand.